Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Kaylin and this is Full Purpose in Heart. In today's video, I am going to share with you this new curriculum or new resource that I had stumbled upon when I was trying to find something different for my kids. It's called VersaTiles. And I'm just gonna show you about what it is and how we use it in our school. So if you're looking for something a little different, then this might be something that you wanna check out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here's the backstory. We are a very traditional homeschooling family in the sense that I have a lot of workbooks and teacher-directed instruction in my homeschool. And so we kind of were getting a little bit burned out from that, and I was looking for something just to kind of spice it up. And so I stumbled on Amazon onto this company called VersaTiles. The company is actually called Hand to Mind. And here's my warning is that at the time of this video, I was having a very difficult time actually finding all of the resources that the Hand to Mind company creates. So there is a website that you can go to. It's actually called, it is hand, the number 2, and then mind.com. And they will provide, then you can see everything that they offer. But when I was looking into that, it looked almost as if they were selling them for classrooms. You know, you could buy 10 books and 10 little trays. And I was like, oh, I don't need 10, I only need 3, and I want different grade levels for everything. So I used both Amazon and the Hand to Mind website to kind of cross-check each other until I could come up with enough to be what I wanted. And I love them. And I will for sure be scouring the internet to see if I can find more of them as my kids go up in grade level. So how they come is they come in these little kits, right? I believe they're called take-home kits. And essentially they are created to be extra practice or more work that the kids can do at home without having to have the manipulatives of worksheets or whatever, right? And they're super fun, so kids love them. So when you go to buy them, let me see if I can organize my daughter's here for her. You buy the kit, you buy the lesson book, whoops, and then you buy the tiles. So this is how it comes, is as just one kit. So I got 2 lessons for my daughter. I got her literacy and math. And then for my 4th grader, I also got him a literacy one and a math one, okay? So when you buy these lesson books, you're gonna get the lesson book and then you get the tiles that go with it. Now, when I was looking on the internet, I was like, I don't want to get a million of these tiles because I only have 3 kids. So I was trying to figure out how you can buy these books separate, just independently by themselves. And it was tricky, but I think I did find one. Anyway, but I also found that you can buy these supplement books. They're different because they're orange, and they're just supplement books that come in an array of subjects. So some of that, I think they have science, and they have history, and they have math, and they have, anyway, I can't remember, but you'll have to go and check them out a little bit more. This is the one that I picked. We got comprehension skills, and then phonics and fluency for her. Okay, so let me show you how it works. And it's kind of tricky to do it sitting here, but I don't want to turn the camera around because I have a lot of problems with people stealing my content. I know it's weird, but anyway, so this is how it starts, is that your child, let me do it with my daughter's work. So this is her reading comprehension one. And she'll open up to the first page. Now, grades 1 through 6, don't quote me on that, but I think they go up to grade 5 at least, but maybe 6, are going to have 12 questions per lesson. And anything for the preschool level will only have 6 questions per lesson. So grades 1 through 6, you only need, these are interchangeable, and each student can use this for all of their books because all of them are going to have 12 questions per lesson. And each lesson, let me throw this in here, each lesson comes with 62 pages. Now that doesn't mean 62 lessons. The older the grade level is, or depending on the subject, then there might be 2 pages for one lesson, but you get about 62 pages, okay? And there is a table of contents in the beginning. So this one has 64 because it's every other page-ish, but you got 64 lessons. So on any given school year, it's about, I don't know, 3 months maybe worth of work. Now, as a side note, this is a really confusing video, so hopefully you're just like taking notes really quick next to you as I talk. The supplemental ones are shorter in lessons. So this one only has 32. They're about half the size. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're purchasing them. I purchased these 2 as a set. So it was about the same price as one lesson book that I got 2 supplements, okay? All right, now let me show you how it works. So you open your page to the lesson that you want your child to do, and you get your VersaTiles thing, okay? The first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna open your tiles and you're gonna set it up so that all of the numbers are up here facing up. And my kids put them in numerical order, but you're not required to, of course. You can do whatever you want. So let me do this really quick. Hold on. So now you're set up. You have your tiles here. The clear ones are down here, and you can't really tell very well, but you can see there's letter markings in the top of each of these clear boxes. So it's A through E, or F rather, and then G through L. Okay, so now here we are. We're gonna put these kind of next to each other in, like, on the table, all right? So your child is going to read, or if you're sitting with them helping them read, then you're gonna do question number 1, which this one says, leaves crunch. This, by the way, is comprehension skills, okay? So leaves crunch with every step. Your job is to choose, is this a smell or is it a sound? So you're talking to your kids, leave crunch with every step. What is the sentence telling you? Oh, that's going to be a sound because you can hear the crunch. So sound is letter K. So on your VersaTiles tray, your child is going to take the number 1 because it's question number 1, and it's going to put it on space letter K because that's the answer, right? Then you're going to go to the second one. Birds chirp from trees in their nests. And then it says, is that a sound or a taste? So then you talk it through with them or whatever, have them do it on their own, and it's an I, it's a sound. So then you're gonna go to the number 2 because it's the second question, and you're gonna put it on I, okay? Now you're gonna go through all 12 questions in the same manner, which is impossible for me to do it correctly. So in the interest of time, I'm just gonna like do it like this, right? So it has a self-check mechanism, which is kind of fun for the kids, and it's also really great for you if you have multiple children that you're teaching, because they can kind of do it on their own, and then when they're finished, then you can check it and see which ones they need help with, okay? So let's assume that this is what the kid has put together. They close it and they flip it around, and you can see whether or not it matches the one that's down here, right? Obviously, mine doesn't match at all. So if you wanted to go through and try to figure out, well, which ones are correct and which ones are incorrect, then you can say, okay, J and D are incorrect, so we're gonna pull those up and do them again, right? So then if you, I'll just kind of quickly try to do that with you here. So if you look at it and you're like, okay, J and D was wrong, so that's gonna be questions 3 and questions 5. And then the kids can put them in the right spot, okay? So that's how the VersaTiles work. My kids love them, and they prefer to do this for all of their school responsibilities over pretty much anything else. So with this comprehension book, you'll see that they do have a passage, and then they'll have the questions that go along with it. And then as you kind of go along, the passages get a little bit more lengthy, but really not too much. And then they've got the questions over here on this side. Now we have noticed as we've gone through that the phonics and fluency, there are some where my daughter was like, I already did this one in the other book. I don't know where it was, but she was saying that it was the same. Oh, no. It was in this literacy book. It was actually in her lesson manual, lesson book. So like, for example, this page right here, it has a question, like a passage that she had to read. And she was like, oh, Mom, I already did this. So do I have to do it again? Anyway, so there was some like duplication there that I wasn't aware of when I purchased them, but it is what it is. Okay, so there's that one. And then she does math. This is the grade 1 math. I should do a flip through because they don't do anything on their website. They don't show you anything. But this is where you start-ish. Oh, no, this is where you start. It's the same idea, okay? So you're counting the marbles. So you have just, essentially, it's like counting on skills. So like for number 1, we have 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. So then you come down here and you find the number 23. By the middle of the book, this is addition sentences. So here she has 2 tomatoes, 2 more come. How many tomatoes in all? So then she has to find the sentence that matches that. 2 tomatoes, 2 more come. How many in all? 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so that's that one. This is a find the missing number where she has 9 minus 3 equals. So 9 minus 3 equals 6. So they're just kind of doing it that way. She's got, it looks like some patterns here. Oh no, measurements. We're measuring how long everything is. Clocks are in the back here. Time. Here we have a graphic, whatever those are, graphs. How many cars, how many dogs, how many flowers. And then she's got some, what are these called? Fractions. Parts of a whole. Anyway, it's like the introduction to fractions. Okay, so that is hers. And then we also have them for grade 4. And grade 4 was really great in the beginning, but we've gotten into fractions really heavy about halfway through. We're on page 22, so it's a third of the way through and we hit fractions. And we are not fraction people here in the Morel household, so we're struggling. But it's just really good take-home work. And I'm not sure, as far as this goes, this is really great review. So maybe if you went down 1 grade, then this could be like an independent math work. But as far as like, when you get up to grade 4, I'm just having a really hard time knowing how to teach this. So we may be switching entirely to a new curriculum just so that we have a teaching platform as opposed to that being my responsibility, because public school did not work for me. I don't know anything about equivalent fractions. So anyway, that is the VersaTiles systems. We love them. And like I said, they do have history and science represented. I just didn't like look that deep into it. And it's preschool through what I believe is 6th grade, but again, don't quote me on that. I bought them on Amazon. If you look at their hand, the number 2 hand.com, then you can see absolutely everything that they have. And then you can go hunting on your own time, your own free will and choice to see if you can find what it is that you want to buy. So anyway, hopefully that is a helpful resource for you as well. We have loved it here in our school. And if you have any questions, I'm always checking my comments box below. So I will get to that when you write it. And, if you're new, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I just like to share about our homeschool journey and what's going on over on our side of the mountain. And hopefully it is fun and exciting for you too. So, okay, we'll talk to you in another video.